Shalom and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This vlog is about a field trip I went on with my architecture class to the old city. Check it out. We entered the city through Zion Gate, and you can see bullet marks on the gate from the War of 1967. And then we went to the Berg House Museum, the Wool Archeological Museum, and the Burnt House. We started at the Berg Museum, and this is believed to be either 5 houses or altogether the Maccabean Palace. And this would have been in the upper city of Jerusalem, and these are from the period of the Second Temple, the time of King Herod. And right there you can see a mikvah, which they would have had their own personal mikvah if this was in the home. And you can see the 7 steps leading down, which is where they had the ritual baths. We can actually be sure that these were Jewish homes based on the mosaics, because Jewish people did not put faces in their art because they didn't want it to be idols. So they always used patterns and designs. Then we went to the Archeological Park where they had these signs of Jerusalem time, and I thought it was a good history lesson. It started out with the Canaanite period, then the Israelite, then the Babylonian, Persian, Hellenistic, Roman, Byzantine, Muslim, Crusader, Mamluk, Ottoman, British, and then the State of Israel. Normally, when we think of the Western Wall, we just think of the section where the Jews go to pray. But in reality, the wall is much bigger. And if you don't know, the Western Wall is the Western Wall of the Temple Mount. And so King Herod built this. And it's amazing how he actually built this wall. There are arches underneath the Temple Mount for support. And this wall, he actually... First of all, these bricks are so big. They weigh between 20 and 40 tons, and there's no cement because cement is unpure. And so when King Herod built this, he was building it for the Jewish people, and he knew this was going to be a holy site. And so he didn't use cement. And then we went to a section of the Western Wall that I hadn't been before, and actually went down into some old sewage tunnels where you can go to the lower part of the Western Wall. And also this is the egalitarian section where men and women can pray together. And it's really interesting because this is the lower section. This has always been underground. And you can see down here, literally these stones go very, very far down. The wall is very tall. These sewage tunnels are by Dung Gate. Then we went to the southern wall of the Temple Mount, which is considered the first skyscraper because the old city is built on a mountain. So this ended up being the tallest wall. And it actually was even taller. The walls extended to the height of the trees, and the rocks that you see down here were the ones that were pushed down when the Muslims were rebuilding the Temple Mount area. But for the most part, the walls are still standing, King Herod's walls, and also this is King Herod's street that he built. Also on the southern wall is these stairs that lead up to the Temple Mount. In current day, these are actually outside of the old city, but when the city of David was connected, these would have been inside. And you know about the western and the southern wall. I am actually closest to the northern and the eastern wall, the eastern wall being closest to the Mount of Olives. I absolutely love the old city. There is so much history there, and it was so nice going on a field trip with my teacher who is like a tour guide. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll ask my teacher. Thanks for watching. Bye!